In this video, we're going to talk about what a complainant in a domestic violence case can do to have the charges dropped or retracted in a criminal case in Canada. We often get calls from complainants looking to have charges against their intimate partner withdrawn. Often the situation presents itself when a complainant doesn't even want charges laid, they just want the situation to be de-escalated, and so they call the police to intervene. To everyone's surprise, when the police arrive, the police decide to lay charges. And despite the complainant not wanting them, the police take one of the parties away, throw them in jail, and lock them up until they have a chance to have a bail hearing. One of the things people in Canada don't realize is that unlike in the United States, in Canada, the police have their own discretion as to whether to lay charges. Once a complaint is made, the complainant becomes just another witness. Just like another person who saw an incident happen can't tell the police whether to lay charges or not, neither can a complainant. Most people don't know this, don't realize this, and don't understand this. Many jurisdictions across Canada have a policy to charge first and ask questions later. The police departments literally have a policy of charging people in domestic violence context even when the complainants don't want charges. So what can you do as a complainant if your intimate partner has just been arrested or has been charged and released but has conditions not to have any contact or communication with you? Where can you go? What can you say? Who do you call? We can definitely help with this situation. Although we typically help the accused person or the person accused with the offense, we often help the complainant as well. Once we fully understand the situation, there are a number of ways we can approach legal advice and assistance in this case. The simplest advice to give to a complainant is to simply call the police or the Crown Prosecutor or the Victim Services Unit and ask to have your charges withdrawn or ask to have your statement recanted or changed. That's the simplest advice, but that's not often the best advice or the one that works the best. If you really want to do this right, you should either hire a lawyer for your intimate partner and work with that lawyer, or possibly also hire a lawyer for yourself to properly represent you. Whenever we represent a complainant on a case, there's a number of steps we take and a number of things we do to ensure that the advice we provide and the information we give is properly conveyed to the right people. It is also important to understand that once charges are laid, it's too late to talk to the police. The person that holds all the power is the Crown Prosecutor, who's in charge of prosecuting the case. They have sole discretion with whether to proceed with charges or to drop them or to resolve them in another way. The challenge is that a prosecutor will not speak to a complainant directly. If you're the complainant, you need a voice. We are that voice. And here are some of the things that we can do in concrete terms to help. First, we will meet with you to review all the aspects of this case to ensure a proper understanding of what happened. Second, we have to explain to you the pros and cons of looking to retract your statement. If you're trying to say that you made everything up, there is a significant risk that you could be charged with a criminal offense of filing a false police complaint. And so we have to be careful not to do that. There are tricks of the trade and ways of navigating the situation to retract the statement or withdraw the statement, but protect you from criminal liability. Another thing that we will do is approach the Crown Prosecutor on your behalf. There will be a buffer between you and either the police agencies or the prosecutor, but we can still advocate on your behalf to make sure that your voice is properly heard. Another step we can take is to connect with the lawyer for your intimate partner. That way, both lawyers can work on the Crown Prosecutor to accomplish a common goal. There's strength in numbers and there's strength in the united front. All of these steps, if done correctly, can improve the odds of having the charges not proceed against your intimate partner. If you found yourself in this situation where you don't want the charges to proceed, but you just don't know how to go about it, you don't know your rights, you don't know your options, call us today. we'd be happy to walk you through the process and explain what we can do to help.